1.75 H.
In the Gir Forest region of India, wild lions are increasingly becoming a serious threat to nearby villages, causing widespread property damage and financial loss. These fierce predators often break into farms at night, killing livestock, destroying fences, and damaging water tanks. In 2025 alone, local communities have suffered over $1.3 million in damages from lion attacks, not including the rising costs of installing electric fences and hiring nighttime guards. For families living on the forest's edge, every roar at night brings fear and the risk of devastation. So what have these communities done as the cost of living beside wild lions continues to rise? Hunting lions with a gun requires a precise, carefully calculated process that combines firearm handling, body positioning, and shot placement. The hunter must begin with a large caliber rifle suitable for dangerous big game, typically a .375 HNH Magnum, .416 Rigby, or larger.
The tracks were very fresh and we bumped into the lion within 15 minutes into the hunt. The black thorn bush was extremely thick and with temperatures almost hitting a 400 kilogram lion at 5 paces, even if you knew it was there.
These rifles are chosen for their deep penetration and instant stopping power, which is crucial when targeting the lion's thick muscle mass and bone structure. The bullet should be soft point or bonded, designed to expand on impact and cause maximum internal damage.
Yep. Yeah, he's done it.
Awesome. Awesome. That was awesome. That was it. Huh?
The gun must be kept in a ready position throughout the hunt, usually carried across the chest with the barrel slightly pointed downward to allow quick mounting. As the hunter moves through the environment, the gun must remain balanced and stable, with the safety engaged but easily accessible.
Well done, Edrak. That was good shooting. Thank you. Well done. Thank you, Ricky.
Proper gun placement is critical when the lion is spotted. The shooter must find a stable stance, kneel, lean, or rest if possible to steady the firearm and reduce barrel movement. The gun should not be fired from the hip or rushed. It must be carefully aligned with the target, shoulder locked in, and the trigger finger outside the guard until ready to fire.
This is serious adrenaline.
Accurate shot placement is extremely important. The ideal target zone is the lion's vital organ, specifically the heart and lungs located just behind the front shoulder. A broadside stance offers the clearest path to this area.
Danny boy. Good job, bro.
If the lion is facing the hunter, the shot must be aimed at the center of the chest or the base of the neck, depending on the angle. The goal is to bring the animal down with a single clean, humane shot, avoiding prolonged suffering and reducing the risk of a dangerous counterattack. The rifle should be held firm and the sight picture confirmed before squeezing the trigger smoothly and cautiously.
That's him. I was wondering why not come to the bait. He's so full.
Wat hoe schiet je zo?
Follow-up occurs immediately. After the first shot, the rifle must be cycled continuously without hesitation. The hunter maintains aim, watches for movement while keeping the barrel fixed on the lion. If the animal doesn't drop instantly, the shooter must be ready to fire again within seconds. Recoil control, fast reloading, and maintaining a clear line of sight are all critical parts of this phase. The shooter's body must remain controlled and fully focused on the target until the threat is neutralized. The approach and confirmation are carried out while the rifle remains ready. The shooter never assumes the lion is down until it is confirmed motionless. Each step is taken with caution, the barrel pointed at the animal's body and the finger near the trigger in case of unexpected movement. This final stage ensures the hunt ends safely. Throughout the process, the gun is not just a weapon, it is a precision tool that must be used with control, consistency, and respect for the seriousness of the mission.
Thank you, Maja.
Do you have any thoughts or experiences with lion hunting or big game hunting? If you enjoy this raw, high-risk form of hunting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another adventure into the wild.
So we want to keep him as calm as possible. Good deal. Good.
In the Arabian Peninsula, wild baboons have become a serious problem for both rural farms and expanding urban areas. These primates raid crops, damage property, and frequently invade homes in search of food. In regions like Asur and Taif, farmers report losing up to 30% of their harvests, with estimated damages exceeding $1 million annually. Residents have resorted to using electric fences and metal shutters, costing thousands of dollars per household. With the damage increasing every year, how can people here continue their daily lives and protect their homes?
Gdzieś tam podwoda się, mam podwoda, ale się podwoda spóźni, także jedziemy samochodami.
Hunting baboons with a gun is not only a test of marksmanship, but also a serious solution to an increasingly severe problem. In these areas, wild baboon populations have exploded due to urbanization, improper waste management, and shrinking natural habitats. As a result, baboons have begun invading farms, raiding homes, and causing major damage to crops and property. For many local residents, hunting is not just a sport but a way to protect their livelihoods and restore their safety.
They're definitely scared of something, but they're starting.
Oh, good. That's it.
My net to it. That was 375 meters, boys. In the pumping.
The first and most important step is knowing the law. In Saudi Arabia, hunting regulations are very strict and often require a license or permission from local authorities. Although baboons are considered pests in many areas, they may still be protected in certain zones or near urban developments.
But also the ridges around us where we know the baboons like to sit. The baboon pops up no more than 100 meters away, and I have to rush to get into position. Taking some long shots across the river at some dussies and some really pop up onto that rock and managed to slam him quickly. And I was shaking so much in miserable weather. As we wrap,
always ensure you have the proper documentation and permission from landowners or government agencies before entering the hunting area. Legal hunting not only ensures your safety but also respects the community and conservation efforts.
miss it, and we'll see you then.
Hey! Hey!
When hunting baboons, the weapon of choice should be a reliable bolt-action or semi-automatic rifle using calibers such as .223, .243, or .308 Winchester. These rounds offer the accuracy and power needed to take down a large male baboon instantly without causing excessive injury. Soft point or hollow point bullets are recommended, as they expand on impact and ensure a clean, humane kill. Never underestimate a baboon's strength. They can take a poorly placed shot and vanish into the cliffs before bleeding out, making recovery nearly impossible. A suitable scope is essential, especially in the hilly and rocky terrain commonly found in this area. A scope with 3 to 9x variable magnification is ideal for the mid to long-range shots you might need in areas like Al-Baha or Aba, where baboons often gather on mountain slopes and forest edges. Sight in your rifle before the hunt and practice shooting from uneven ground, as you will often be kneeling on rocky slopes or using a large boulder for support. Accurate positioning is half the success of the hunt. Baboons prefer high ground, so setting up above or across from their usual route is key. Look for natural vantage points near fruit trees, crop fields, or water sources, as these are common gathering areas.
Okay. Okay.
Mantap, poin terkaing-kaing lagi mas bro.
Use rocks, bushes, or dips in the terrain for concealment, and stay downwind. Baboons have a sharp sense of smell and can easily detect human scent.
Okay.
Avoid flashy clothing or noisy equipment, and remain absolutely still when the baboon troop approaches.
Okay, mantap.
When baboons appear, patience is everything. don't rush to shoot the first one you see. Wait for a lone male or a solitary adult to stop and offer a broadside shot. The ideal shot placement is just behind the front leg, where the heart and lungs are located. A chest shot will ensure a quick death. If you are confident and the conditions are right, a headshot can be effective, but it is risky due to the small target and constant movement. Take steady rests and control your breathing before pulling the trigger. After shooting, remain calm and observant. Watch the baboon troops scatter and confirm the target is down. Approach cautiously, as wounded baboons can be aggressive. If necessary, fire a quick and clean follow-up shot. In areas like Tanoma or Al Namas, where baboons have become aggressive toward humans, don't let your guard down. Once the animal is confirmed dead, carefully move the carcass away from shelter and avoid leaving it exposed, as it may attract scavengers or other predators. Hunting baboons in the Arabian Peninsula is not just a matter of skill but also a responsibility. This species, once rarely seen by humans, has become a destructive force in many towns and villages. While the rifle is a direct method to reduce their impact, it must be used cautiously, with discipline and understanding of the local environment.
Oh, nicely shot.
This was a perfect lung shot.
Shooting the body.
When done properly, it protects farms, homes, and communities while reinforcing the balance between humans and wildlife in one of the region's most rugged landscapes. Is hunting baboons with guns an effective long-term solution or just a temporary fix for the local people's headache?
Yeah, so,
You ready?
yeah.
That was a shot.
Nice. Da.
Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on real-life wildlife challenges and survival solutions. In recent years, coyote invasions have become a serious concern across the United States, especially in North America. Their rapid expansion and adaptation have led to devastating consequences for livestock and suburban residents alike. With traditional hunting methods proving too slow, authorities and seasoned hunters have turned to a bold solution that they hope will work: hunting coyotes by helicopter. But what exactly makes this high-speed method so successful? Let's take a look.
Couple years. You've been trying to get these guys out here for 2 years. One. Does the pole count? Because I hit the pole. Come on now. There you go.
We were hunting in a Bell 206 Jet Ranger, a light, highly maneuverable helicopter. With 4 crew members on board, each was assigned a specific role. As the sole gunner on this hunt, my mission was to eliminate the target quickly and accurately. From the air, the flat, rolling grasslands offered wide, unobstructed views, ideal conditions for spotting the elusive coyotes. The wind howled against the rotor blades as we glided low over the field. Locking on my position, I took careful aim from the open door. The chase was on. I spotted the target, followed by a steady stream of shots. The target tumbled to the ground. With a view of the entire hill, I had a clear advantage from the start. The brush that usually made hunting on the ground difficult for me was no longer a problem. Every rustle of grass, every shadow cast by the morning sun became a signal. With my keen eye scanning the horizon and a high-powered scope at my side, I quickly locked on. At over 600 yards, a lone coyote emerged from the brush, oblivious to the danger. A deep breath, steady aim, and a single shot echoed across the field, clean, quick, and accurate. We were hunting across a vast, arid plain in the dead of autumn. Above, the helicopter blades sliced through the chilly wind as we circled for nearly an hour, scanning every inch of bare ground. But strangely, the coyotes, renowned for their cunning and adaptability, seemed to have disappeared.
There you go. Good job. What's this laying down that calf there?
Yeah, it looked like.
Dead calf.
Despite the wide field of vision and constant movement, there was little sign of life below. Just as the frustration began to subside, a single movement caught my attention. I steadied myself, locked on, and shot down a lone coyote. It was the only successful moment of the day, a reminder of how unpredictable and elusive these invading predators can be.
Hey! Wow. Well, hell. Another one bites the dust. There you go. Good shot anyway. Try to get him poke out of here.
Continuing our furious pursuit across endless flat hills and open grasslands, the excitement only grew. Our helicopter gave us a bird's eye view of the entire terrain. Not a single coyote could escape. Thanks to the helicopter's fearsome speed, averaging 120 to 140 miles per hour, I was able to close in on any target I spotted within seconds. From that elevated vantage point, my adrenaline-fueled focus kept me from allowing any coyote that came within sight a chance to escape. The thrill of aerial hunting wasn't just the chase, it was dominating the terrain from above. Hunting from the air offers unparalleled speed and perspective, but it also comes at a steep price, with an average helicopter hunt costing $1,000 to $1,500 an hour for the helicopter service alone. That's why we've returned to hunting on the ground with rifles. As I tiptoed through the tall grass, a sudden movement caught my attention. A coyote darted across my field of vision. I knew the chase was on. The peaceful landscape was about to explode into a thrilling test of patience, precision, and instinct. I tried not to make a sound, and a boom rang out. The coyote was sprawled on the ground.
I think he had a skyline here on the couple days out here. Next coyote number 10. Woo! 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 Woo!
Testament to a good call and good sound. You can shoot a coyote.
From exactly 600 yards away, a coyote stared straight at me. The vast plain between us became a tense, silent battlefield. As it cautiously advanced, I steadied my rifle and fired my first shot, which missed. The coyote scampered away, but I did not panic. With sharp focus, I recalibrated and tracked its movements for several seconds. A second shot rang out, echoing across the plain. This time, the bullet hit its mark, clean, precise, and decisive. The coyote fell instantly.
Now coyote coming over here. Coming hard. Good job.
We see it.
This coyote was leaving the woodpecker. I switched.
the second day we've ever played this. We only had
As usual, I had my AR-15 Thunder, my trusty companion on precision coyote hunts. This semi-automatic rifle, chambered for .223 Remington rounds, offers the perfect balance of power and accuracy, especially suited for quick, decisive action. A lone coyote emerged from the brush, apparently sensing something, and instead of running away, it edged closer, closing the distance between us to just under 80 yards. That was my moment. I steadied the rifle, took aim through the scope, and pulled the trigger. A single, crisp shot echoed across the field.
like 9:30 in the morning.
The coyote was down instantly, no struggle, no second chances. Clean, efficient, effective.
Awesome. Another coyote down here in Kansas.
Dude, I honestly thought the first one was big.
Every hunt leaves its mark, but nothing beats the thrill of calling out to a fearless coyote in the dark. As I continued my journey through the wilderness, armed with patience and precision, I deployed my electronic call that echoed across the plains.
Got the male, Ryan got the big female. You know, it all
A moment later, a coyote appeared, drawn to the sound like a moth to a flame. Boldly, fearlessly, it slowly approached the source of the noise. My heart was pounding not from fear, but from anticipation of the moment I would live. As soon as it was within range, I pulled the trigger. The shot rang out clear and sharp, taking down the target instantly. Night hunts, however, take the challenge to a whole new level. In the dark, both predator and prey hide, relying on instinct and senses honed by the lack of light. But with a thermal scope, I turned the tables in my favor. The glowing outline of a coyote flickered through my scope, its eyes brighter than usual, its movements deliberate but unconscious. Tracking it was almost like reading a streak of light on a pitch-black canvas. Shot after shot, the silence of the night broken by the soft hum of success. There was something hauntingly beautiful about these nocturnal hunts, where technology, instinct, and precision collided in complete silence, save for the sound of a decisive trigger pull.